I've been walking the streets of Austin. I've been thinking about you, my friends. I've been hanging around, taking the
Alrighty, thanks so much for taking a look here and watching the DuFrane discussion, the Porsche update number 4. And this will be the last one, at least for a while, because I'm just about to get her together. So it's been about, I don't know, 7 months, 6, 7 months. Kind of sporadic because it's been a bit busy around here. But this will be the last one. Should get it on the road and start driving around enjoying it. Hopefully. Haven't started it yet, so let's see how she does. All right, thanks y'all for watching. Adios.
All right, so the oil tube return lines, that one not so hard because you can see there's a lot of space there. This one I just got done after about literally 4 or 5 weeks off and on because I had to find a way to get the heat exchanger, the manifold off to get in that space. And you know, that's only 45 years of old heated rust. Made that an absolute joy to get off. So that's all done now. The next, let's go after these valve covers and spark plugs. So where you see the spark plugs in there, I'm gonna replace those plugs, and then those are the upper valve covers, if you will, that I'm gonna replace that gasket. So getting close to getting it back on the road.
All right, y'all. I know this is seconds after that last video, but it's in real time, about another week or so. So the exhaust is back in there. That was nice and fun to line up. So many things I'm learning with this, but exhaust is back in, heat shield's back in, and all the little duct work is all back in. Nice, nice new gasket underneath there. And I'm about ready to lower this, but I know I mentioned last time I'm gonna do the gaskets up here. I also did replace the tip on the exhaust. No modifications, just made it shiny. Everybody likes shiny objects, don't they? All right, let's get to the others.
That side is out, valve cover is out. Not a whole lot to see back there. Spark plugs actually were pretty easy to remove. I've got a tool with a knuckle and an extension that actually came out pretty easily, and then valve cover came off and cleaned up quite nice. Very, very dirty under there, but it came up with a little engine degreaser, came out pretty clean. There's the old bit brittle hard gasket, and you can see this one's got a lot more kind of flex and malleability to it. So let's get this one back on this side. Right, it's back on. Got to make sure you put the wires in the right spot, so it's a good idea to put a piece of, oh, how about that? Put a piece of tape on them to mark them so you remember which one goes where. You do not want to cross that. That'll create an issue. All right, so these just go down there. Sorry, I'm holding the camera and trying to perform the surgery here. And we'll see. It's all by feel. So these plugs, you can see they go into the spark plug. There's quite a little travel that it has to go down here. So you got to get it lined up just right. And then it'll fit. Well, I say you got to get it lined up just right and then it'll fit. All right, I'm gonna need 2 hands here. There's that click. 3 clicks. All right, that side is done. I think that's about it for the night. somebody, I'm not going to say who, this guy, got a little pole happy. So I was replacing the distributor rotor and the cap, and I've already got the new cap on here. No, maybe I don't. Maybe it's still, I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I got a little pull happy on the plugs and pulled a couple of these out. So I had to hold off on that and ordered some new ones, and these are the new ones, which I'm about to install. And you'll see that these are actually stainless steel braided, so they will not pull out. Well, that's the other end, that's the spark plug end, but they will not pull out of the little cap. So let me figure out how I'm going to do that and get it kind of situated, and then see how that looks. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. But I did get the plugs, the plug wires rather, back in place. It was actually a little bit more challenging than what I had anticipated to get them. I guess because they're new, they're pretty firm and kind of hard to press into the actual plug socket itself. But the new plug wires are in there with the right routing, and everything's in the right spot. That is the actual AC unit. I took the AC unit out just because I'm going to do something different, I think. We'll see. I still have it all from originality perspective. But as I was getting this all back together, my last project, to get it going, you can see, well, maybe you don't know, but there should be a fuel filter in there. The fuel filter is actually a pretty straightforward thing to do. You can see there's a top and a bottom. You unscrew it. The new one that I actually purchased did not have threading on the bottom. So you can see these little nipples go on each end and should screw into the new unit. And oddly, the bottom one, no threads at all. Not sure how a manufacturer could have done that, but that's how they sent it. So another one is on the way. That's the last thing to do before putting in about 13 quarts of oil and getting it back on the road. Very close. I'm excited. We'll see. Oh, that is coming as well. You can see my it's not duct tape, but my duct tape solution. That hose was just so worn at the end, it wasn't long enough, so the new one is on the way. But in lieu of trying to get it started or not get it started, I thought I'd try that. It's just a heater shroud, so it's not like imperative, but I wanted to get it sealed up anyway. Let's see if this thing will start. Fuel filter in, new hose in, new oil filter in. Let's add some oil. That's 5 quarts. That's not even halfway done. All right, now, I just put some oil in. It takes 13 quarts. I put 10 in. The battery's been charging. Let's see if it'll start. So I changed the fuel filter, drained all the oil, changed all the electronics. So it may take a bit for the fuel to get circulating again, but unless I did something wrong. All right, good sign.